Oops. Hello. Good morning. Good morning. How are you going? Sorry. Music was a bit low this morning. Hi. Hi. How are you? Good morning. Good morning. We just wait a couple of seconds while people start to join us. I've got the music playing today, ready to get into high vibes. Good morning. I can see someone joining now. We are in Australia Day week, I guess, here in Australia. So I've been putting a couple of Aussie songs on. John Farnham today. Bit of a message in his song, actually. I don't know. Can you hear that song in the background okay? I'm just up here on my phone, making sure I have access to the video. Good morning. I can see you all. So while I'm just playing with the technology, can you let me know where you're from and also what have you been up to? How's your week going so far? Good morning, Elise. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Very cool. All right, I'm just going to do a quick share around. I just need to put my screen up. Now I've got you all. And I'm over here today on this side. Here we go. Checking in to see if I can see. Oh, good. Now I can see the love hearts on that one. See, there's always a workaround. There's always a workaround. You're the ghost. All right, here we go. Good morning, Emma. Harvey Bay. Good morning, Nathan. Good morning, Melinda. Good morning, Georgina. Hi, Rosie. Who else we got? Lisa. Good morning. Good morning to you. Good morning, Kim from Cairns. How's the humidity? How's the humidity up there today? Alrighty. All right, let's get cracking. Good morning, Tony. How are you? How are you? I'm just going to turn the music down now. Oh, actually, I'm also going to turn me off because I haven't still worked out how to do that. Let's just forget about that one, shall we? Hey, for those of you that joined me yesterday, we were talking about Chinese New Year and we were talking about Feng Shui. I've got these beautiful pack of cards. Look at these. And look, everything's around the right way now that I've worked this out with Facebook on my desktop. Beautiful. They're by Gabby Bernstein. And I opened the box today and look at this. When I respect my money respects me. That's what we were talking about yesterday. So how'd you go with your cleaning out your handbags, cleaning out your wallet, sorting your files? How did that all go? Everybody get stuck into that yesterday. I did a little bit. Most of my stuff was pretty good. It's the files on the computer that I need to get through next. Okay, all right. What I want to talk to you about today or share with you today, good morning, Robin, good morning, is a couple of things. Firstly, I am going to talk about the final days of the intention setting program. What's today? Wednesday. So today, we've got 48 hours for you to sign up because the pre-work information goes out tomorrow. Now, the intention setting program, just briefly, is all about creating a life that you love. It's moving away from the formal setting goals and more of a feminine and flow approach to setting intentions and co-creating your life. So I know I've got a couple of students from the last 2 rounds and also some people already that are going into the 3rd round, which kicks off on Saturday. It's an online program and it's delivered over 2 weeks. It's a really awesome process. Robin, if you want to share the link to that, that would be fabulous, please. Robin is my beautiful helper that helps me here on Facebook in the mornings when posting links so that I'm not distracted and you guys are still getting the information as you need it. All right, so for those of you that have tuned in for the first time, my name is Michelle House. My company is Rich Living, which is all about creating a rich life for yourself with your life, but also with your money, and those 2 things go hand in hand. So mindset and money stuff we go through. All right. Excuse me, let's have a quick look at your comments. Melinda, good morning from your 6-year-old Cooper. Hi, Cooper. Hi, how are you? Cleaned your handbag, Robin. Awesome. Still going. Good girl, Bailey. Good girl. I've been having lots of discussions with my kids about respecting money and leaving gift cards lying on the floor. That's a whole 555, that one, isn't it, Emma? I think the yeah, kids and money, we need to get to that. There's lots of things happening for them at the moment, isn't there? Hi, Pete from California. Hi, good morning. How are you? I think you're our first overseas guest this morning. Great to see you guys. Really cool. Okay, yesterday and Anita from the UK. Hi, Anita. Nice to see you too. So let me get started. In the Rich Living Room group yesterday, I posted a question around resolutions and wondering how people are going. If you did set New Year's resolutions in January, how are they working for you? Are they unfolding in perfect time, or are you getting frustrated and a bit cranky that you've fallen off the wagon? What's going on in relation to your resolutions? And it was quite interesting. A lot of people were saying, I got the feeling, it's really hard because it's all over text, right? But I got the feeling that people may have been feeling a little bit guilty about not having done what they thought they were going to do. And it's that momentum, right? That first week of January, we tend to have a lot of momentum about how this year is going to be different. And then life happens, and we've got kids, and we've got businesses to run, we've got jobs to go to, we've got groceries to buy, houses to clean, that it's really challenging to keep focused and stay true to what our intentions are. So I wanted to give you a few ideas and a few suggestions today if you are going through that kind of not hesitation. I saw this great headline the other day. February is the new January, because we've kind of got the kids off to school, and we can, we've done Christmas, we've looked after everybody, we've done all the things that we were going to do for everybody else, and February kind of comes around and we go, right, okay, I've got from 9 till 3 by myself. What am I going to do with my life? And I guess, the intention setting program is an awesome way to connect in with that. And aside from that, let me give you some tips on what you can do today. The number one thing is to not be so hard on yourself. If you have set some goal or some target or something, and you have not done the actions towards that, stop and not be so hard on yourself. Approach yourself with some gentleness and some of that love and above feelings, right? So look at January. Say your goal was around, okay, I need to sort out my bank accounts and work out how much money that I'm paying off towards my debt this year. So that's actually a real life one. That's for me. One of the things that I said in January was, okay, I need to get the money plan going for the household. What's happening? Business is all fine, but for me, because my business has been so active over the Christmas period, my household money plan has kind of, fallen through the cracks a little bit. And there was yesterday, I was thinking, you know what, it's been a month. When you get hard on yourself and you go, it's been a month, you promised yourself that you were going to do that. And I'm going, back off. Let's look at all of the wonderful things that have happened over that month. And then come into that space of gratitude and appreciation. So instead of in the beat up mode, go, well, look at all these great things. Yes, I haven't done my money plan, but is everybody taken care of? Have all the bills been paid? Yes. All right, great. Let's make some more time to do that. And I think the important thing, what I know, it's not what I think, what I know is to stay in flow. So even though over the last 2 months, December and January for me, business-wise, has been so in flow, and the household has taken a bit of a back seat, it's okay. It's okay. Nothing has ended. We're all still here. Everything is still fine. So take the pressure off. And if you go back and listen to the words of that song, You're the Voice, it's all about you make a noise and you make it clear what you want, and then you go with the flow and take the pressure off. That's actually another one of his songs, Take the Pressure Down. So the other thing is start to look at the signs. If you're finding it hard to work out what is this flow thing she keeps talking about, flow is when it's easy and it's graceful and it's pretty, it's easy, it's light, that kind of feeling. The opposite is I've got to, I must, I should, force. All of those, that's not flow. That's not flow. So staying in flow and tuning in to what's required next. So what's required next, universe or divine intention? what is required for me today? I know that most of us are all going to run around and get kids organized for the day, and then we're going to have this space. So go and do what needs to be done, but then come back and maybe take a couple of really deep breaths. You know, grab a cup of tea, whatever it is, at 9 o'clock when you come home from dropping kids off from school. Just jump into that space of calm. Okay, this is about me now. What is it that I truly desire? Where do I want to go this year in my life? What do I want to be to people? How do I want to be of service to humanity? Start asking those kinds of questions and coming outside of yourself so that you can be guided about what to do next. Does that make sense? And I'm not going to be able to see your love hearts, but does maybe, I don't know, in the comments, sorry. So getting to that calm and then what's required next. I know actually some of you are traveling to work long distances today. Take a couple of deep breaths in the car on your way to work. What's required? Let's step out of my body for a second and let's just look at what's required next. I just also want to say follow the signs. So when you start getting to that place of flow, you do start to see signs. You see emails arrive, you know, comments arrive. For me, being in flow around my business, the evidence, you know, how I like to build an evidence toolkit that I'm on the right path. I'm on the right path. Show me the sign. Show me the sign. Over those 2 months of December and January, I swear to God, every day I was getting private messages from people about how much they love the videos, how much they like my emails, how much they love being in the Rich Living Room. They like the planner, they like the playbook. So I was being affirmed all the time with these signs of, yes, I'm on the right track. Could be numbers for you. Some people see sequences of numbers. Some people see, hear a song all the time. That, you know, they go to the coffee shop and they heard the song, and then when they get home, the song's on the radio. Start tuning into what the signs are, because that also helps you get into that position of flow. So I guess today, if you're looking at January and going, holy shit, I didn't get anything done that I wanted to get done. I haven't started on my weight loss. I haven't started on my savings plan. I haven't started on decluttering the house, whatever it is, take the pressure off and just tune in for a moment to do those couple of deep breathing, ask those couple of questions, and just get into flow. And I guess with the, you know, that's one of the stages in the alchemy of intention setting. It's actually the first stage, which is also fully aligned with your purple chakra and the message of I know. And it's I know and I trust that the divine intelligence is telling me. It's not I know intellectually from an ego. It's I know that I am open to what divine intelligence is ready to show me what I desire in my life. Imagination, that kind of thing. So maybe sit with that. What is it that I truly desire? That space in the intention setting program actually is also where you find out, is what you are desiring right now your true desire, or is it something that your parents told you when you were growing up that you had to have? The best example with that is buying a house. I know that my parents said to me, the only way that you'll be successful is if you have a house. So all of my goals when I was younger was have a house, have a house, have a house. Actually not my desire. Was my desire that was filtered down through my parents. So I'm not saying don't go and buy a house, by the way. I'm saying tune in and make sure that it's yours and be emotionally connected to it. Because the only way that our resolutions and our goals and our intentions, whatever you want to call them, the only way that they unfold is when we have an emotional connection to it. And I'm not saying a negative emotion. So for me, so not for me, but for everybody, if it's around money, and say it's around debt reduction, we'll use that one, that you are in the space of, I want to reduce my debt, and I want this in my, I want to reduce my debt so I have more freedom, more choice, savings, positive things, right? So connecting to the positive emotions. So when you do fall off the wagon about something and you come back on, you can say, hang on a second, why did I want to pay off that debt? Because I should? No, that's right, because I'm really connected to having freedom in my life. Okay, I'm just going to quickly read through some comments this morning. Okay, Cindy, hi. I am still in high energy modus right now, preparing for the first day of February to get started as a creative entrepreneur. Step by step, no rushing. Step by step, no rushing, and small steps. That's another thing. I was working with a client last week about, and we were talking about, you know, when you look 12 months ahead, that can sometimes be really overwhelming. So let's just look at this week and go, what is it that I can do this week in relation to reducing my debt? That might be to make a phone call. That might be to set up some automatic payments. It might be to ask for a pay rise or increase your charge rate if you're in business. So one step at a time, little small pieces towards that feeling of freedom, not towards paying off debt. Does that make sense? Awesome. Okay, Tony, I need a household money plan. Yeah, and one of the things that you'll get to know with me is that I have actually, over the years, changed the words for things. For me, budgeting and having a budget always was such a tight feeling. And in order for me to feel okay about sitting down and doing a budget, I actually changed it to a household money plan or a cash flow. So for me, that's more of a lighter energy than the word budget. You may come up with other words. You may actually like the word budget. It depends on all of your history and your beliefs and your mindset, right? Yes, 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 yes. I got lots of yeses. Yes, yes, yes. Hi, Hales. Rosie, I give my years a motto that goes for any stress I find in the year. Last year was my fuck it year. Anything that was a problem, I just said that. Awesome. This year is my doing it year. I can do it. So when finding a problem or getting stressed, I say that, and that gives me the oomph that you need. Perfect. You know, another thing, I've been listening to a girl from America, her name is Christy Sheldon, and she talks about asking the question, oh my goodness, I was just talking to Jonathan about this before, asking the question, what's it going to take? Not from the place of, what's it going to take? It's from the place of, what's it going to take? Totally different energy, right? So we're always looking for what feels light and what feels heavy. If it feels heavy, flip it and use a different way to say it. Awesome. Nerden, can a sign be having a better relationship with family members? Of course, that's flow, isn't it? That's beautiful. That's flow. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Love it. Tony, I see the same numbers on the clock very, very regularly and didn't understand what it meant. So there's lots of different belief systems around lots of different things, right? For me, the first time I tuned into numbers was when I saw the number 3:33 a.m. one morning. And I'll probably should do a 5:55 on this because I don't want to go into a long story. But it was 3:33, and then it was just something that I went, I wonder why I'm seeing that number. And then I went and Googled it, and there is Doreen Virtue has a whole page on what numbers mean. And it was something in relation to ascended masters. And this was just around the time my mum had died. So then the next morning I saw 3:33 again. And then the next morning I deliberately went, okay, I'm awake, but I'm not going to look at the clock. I'm not going to look at the clock because this is going to be 3:33. And then, so I was awake for like 5 minutes. But then when I turned over and looked at the clock, it was 3:33. That was enough for me to go, I need to pay attention to number signs. So 3:33, 3 days in a row, ascended masters, mum just died. For me, that is something that is a sign for me. So Doreen Virtue, I don't have her website, but if you Google it, you'll find that. Robin, I had to step back yesterday, got a little busy, then ended up double booking appointments today. I stopped, became still and asked what now. Then I was prompted to make a phone call to one appointment and head to postpone. Magic. Where is that card? This was the other one. I surrender my desires and I know the universe has my back. So when you get into that space of surrender and show me, surrender, Robin said, what now? What's required next? When you get to that space, that's the ease and grace. And the things that you look back on and go, oh, that was a coincidence. There's no coincidences. There is you surrendering, right? Melinda, that was perfect with the debt discussion. That is so me this year. Creating freedom, having some positive outcomes with debt reduction already. Perfect. Love it. Michelle, I didn't make any resolutions as such. I decided to be kind to myself in general. Then I found Rich Living and it sparked something in me. So I'm now on a journey. Awesome, Michelle. I'd love to know some more about that. Maybe I'm pretty sure you're in the Rich Living room. That'd be cool to know some more over there. Beck, I've just found my love or above CDs that I'm now listening to again. Right? Okay, cool. Nerden, I love flowers. Yes, flowers are messages. Love, Doreen Virtue, number 101. Yeah, so there's number sequences are really something. Jonathan, my husband, actually asks a question and then says to the universe, show that to me in a number sequence. Like he'll go, okay, if that's the right way for me to go, show me a 888. And then he will see, but show me a 888 before I get home. And he'll see the 888. He's really masterful with tuning into this number sequence signs from the universe. Pete, anxiety is a good sign for me to focus on what is causing this feeling and ask myself, is it in tune with my why? I can tweak my thinking or get rid of the thing and replace it with something to keep me moving forward. Thank you for this topic. And feeling, that's awesome. Feelings are very, they are a sign to tune into. You know, anxiety, even dread. You know, dread is a feeling to tune into. And then go back to, we've talked about this before as well, Byron Katie and her method called the work, and go through her process. You know, the first question there, is it true? So whatever the thing is that is making you feel dread or anxiety or anxious, sorry, go and ask that, go through that process and ask the questions. You know, the first one, is it true, is usually the first one that you, is the most helpful. Alrighty, well, I think that about wraps it up. So just covering back over the topic, if you feel like you've crashed and burned, don't. We have time. And the more that we sit in the space of, oh God, I'm hopeless, every time I set a New Year's resolution, I never do it. Oh God, we get moving. Okay, get moving, move into action. So, and surrender your, here we go. I surrender my desires and I know the universe has my back. This is from Gabby Bernstein's pack of cards. Oh, look, I just need to, see, I keep thinking that I need to do everything in reverse, but I don't. I just need to be normal. And one more reminder about the Alchemy of Intention Setting program. I know that we've got a heap of people in here. Give me some love if you're joining the program, and you can sign up for that today. The pre-work information goes out tomorrow, and we have 2 live Q&A calls with me. So it's almost like a personal coaching session, personal group coaching session during that 2 weeks, to help you move through. And this process is something that you can use all the time. Once you've got the process and you know that you can tune in, you can let go, you surrender, you take action, all of the beautiful ways that we do it, you then can apply that to the next time that you need to set a new intention, because there's always intentions to be set, right? Awesome. Have an amazing day, everyone. Yes, Rosie. Love you guys. Oh, look, I haven't said it this morning. Love you loads. Goodbye, and I will see you tomorrow.